Bunny isn't bothered that he's trapped in the food jar. If you ask Noodles' family how they'd characterize him, they'd say he's quite active, and that's putting it mildly. He's always running around the house, jumping in the strangest places, and he's really destructive, Noodles' mother, Francesca Iovane, told the Dodo. You'd think you put everything out of his reach that he can ruin, and then he finds something new. He just ate a chunk of my boyfriend's bag, and I'm not sure what to say. Noodles is a food aficionado who's always looking for new methods to get more delights. Despite his family's best efforts, he's been successful on several occasions. Iovane's father was in the other room watching Noodles one day when she noticed a ruckus. She went to check what was wrong and saw that Noodles had managed to get himself stuck inside the pellets jar. I glanced at the jar, then at my father, and we were simply standing there, oblivious to what had occurred, Iovane explained. Then we just started to panic, like a laugh, weep, and scream all at the same time. Noodles was overjoyed, simply eating as much as he could, while we were at a loss for what to do. They started by recording a small clip of Noodles in the jar to send out to others to see if they had any suggestions. Iovane suddenly realized they couldn't wait since she was concerned that Noodles might be trapped for too long. She dashed to her room to retrieve a shoebox, hoping to securely drop Noodles and all the pellets into it without injuring him. I took the first shoebox I could get, threw the shoes to the ground, Iovane said. My mom saw me doing it, and she didn't know what had happened in the other room, so she just watched me really confused. I screamed, "No time to explain," and run again to my dad, who still had a jarred bunny in his hands. As the family panicked around him, Noodles continued to eat. To him, it was the greatest stunt yet. He had absolutely no desire to leave the jar anytime soon. There were still too many pellets left to enjoy. I took the jar and cautiously tilted it, hoping not to damage my young one, Iovane explained, but Noodles didn't want to come out. Hundreds of pellets came out, but he tried as hard as he could to climb, but you can't climb on glass, so he just fell into the box full of pellets to keep eating. Iovane picked up Noodles right away to make sure he was okay. He was all right, but he was irritated that he'd been yanked away from his tasty treat. I grabbed him up and held him because I was so thrilled he was out and okay, Iovane explained, but he doesn't like hugs, so he leaped off on the ground, and he was still seeking for pellets because he could smell them. He twirled around and around, oblivious to the fact that the fragrance was his own. Iovane, much to Noodles' chagrin, ceased storing the pellets in a jar soon after the event so it wouldn't happen again. Of course, he's determined to keep discovering new methods to sneak treats, even if it means scaring his family a little. Please share this with your friends and family.